championship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Packers.
Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards. Good for a Packer 1st down. He's locked in early. 2 nice 1st down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early. Spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
42-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Gain of a yard.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st down, Packers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
first carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The one who brought him down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the punt for the Colts.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Irvin to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
J.K.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made at the 12.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 88 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Down carry by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st.
1st down, Green Bay.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs loss. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
The give to Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, it's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Taylor. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
To kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers!
To
Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. Third down here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Packers.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Rodgers pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up
now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right in midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle by...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the second down throw on target.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the 47-yard line.
On second down now. It's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
3 yards to gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Score Packers 24, Colts 21. Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 31, Colts 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
The Colts take over.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brings up 2nd and
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run with Taylor. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down, Packers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One final try now for Wentz. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Green Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears.